Okay, so good afternoon to all of you. If you see that how one can convert the delta into equivalent the star diagram, for that we have derived the derivation in the last session, and these are the final formulae for the star resistances, that is nothing but RA. So this RA, if you see that, what is the trick to remember the formula? So this RA is connected to point 1. Come here in the delta diagram to the point 1. The product of the two branches adjacent to that point 1, it means that R1 into R3 divided by sum of these three resistances. Similarly, if you see that a point, the second resistance RB, this RB is connected to the second terminal. Come here at second terminal. Product of the two branches which are meeting at a second terminal means R1 into R2 divided by sum of these three resistances. And the value of third resistance RC, which is connected to third terminal, come here at third terminal. Product of the two branches which are meeting at a point 3, which is nothing but R2 into R3 divided by sum of these three resistors. It means that it is very easy to remember how we can convert the given delta into equivalent star diagram, and we can remember the formula for the star resistances is there. Get it my point? Now the thing is that after that one more derivation is there, and the derivation is nothing but how to convert star into delta, exactly reverse. But that derivation, it is not for that your syllabus. But if the derivation of star to delta, star to equivalent delta, if that derivation is not there, but that university has decided to ask the numerical on it. So for that purpose, we must understand the final formula only. Get it my point? So here let me take that delta to star conversion. Actually this is this arrow, it's exactly reverse. Oh, star to delta. I mean, this is reverse. Now I want. It's a star, and this one is the. It's a delta. It's right. Now, sometimes to simplify the circuit diagram, it is necessary to convert the star diagram into equivalent delta diagram. Is there? Just like that, sometimes it is necessary to convert delta to star. Similarly, with the same way, it is necessary to convert the star diagram into equivalent delta diagram is there. Get it my point? And these are the diagram, the star to the delta is there. Now, we want that the value of this R1, R2 and R3, because this diagram is known. The star diagram is known, means we have that value of RA, we have that value of RB, and we have that value of RC. But when we want to convert this star into delta, that time R1, R2 and R3 are unknown. Get it my point? And we have to derive the derivation, but that derivation, as I say, that is not the part. If you are interested in the derivation part, so definitely at the end of this topic, definitely I will take one lecture and I will try to derive that the derivation is there. Definitely the derivation is there, but right now I just keep the final formula in front of you because these formulas are required to solve the numerical here. And what is that formula? Let me try to explain how to remember that formula here. If we want to calculate the formula for R1, if we want the formula for R1, check that in between which two points that R1 is connected. So definitely this R1 is connected in between point 1 and 2. Is it right? So come here in between the point 1 and 2. So the formula is summation of the two resistors in between the point 1 and 2, which is nothing but RA plus RB plus product of these two resistors RA, RB divided by third resistance, which is nothing but RC. Get it, my friend? This is the formula for R1 is there. Now, if we want to write the formula for R2, see that what happened here. R2, just check it that in between which 2 points that R2 is connected, 2 and 3. Come here in between the point 2 and 3. So the sum of the two resistors present in between the point 2 and 3, that is nothing but RB plus RC plus product of these two resistors RB, RC divided by third resistance, which is nothing but RA. So can you try to give me that the value of R3 here? See that R3 is connected in between the point 1 and 3. Is it right? Come here in between the point 1 and 3. Can you try?
RA
RA
plus RC
plus RC
RA
plus
plus RC
RC plus
plus
RA into
RA
RC
RARC
RC
divided by
divided
RB.
by
RB.
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 Is it that clear? So in this way, you can remember the formula here. But now from your side, the confusion it starts. How to remember the formula delta to star and star to delta. And whenever, it's my idea is that whenever we have the confusion in between the two things, always remember that only one thing. And that is nothing but delta to star. The previous one derivation is there. Is it right? So now just check it that here, let me erase that what I have written here. So this R1, which is connected in between the point 1 and 2, the sum of resistance present in between 1 and 2, that is RA plus RB. Then here it's my mistake is that it's a product RA plus RA into RB divided by RC is there. Okay, then second one here, let me correct it. This is not plus, this is multiplication. Okay, R2 is connected in between the point 2 and 3. Come here and between the 2 and 3, the sum of the two resistors present in between 2 and 3, which is nothing but RB plus RC plus product of these two resistors divided by third resistor. And the last one is R3. R3 is connected in between 1 and 3. So the sum of the resistance present in between 1 and 3, which is nothing but RA plus RC plus product of these two resistors means RA into RC divided by third resistance, which is nothing but RB is there. So in this way, you can remember the conversion of star to delta. Is it right? So it's my request to all, you please note down this formula here and make that title star to delta conversion. Draw the diagram, write down the formula. once the write-up is over, write the message in the chat box over. So right now we discussed that the two transformation, one is a delta to star and second is a star to delta. Okay. Now in this case, the delta diagram, delta connection is given and we have to convert it into equivalent star diagram. Now how to remember that equivalent star diagram? So let me try to draw with the dotted lines. So here I say that in this delta, I just try to make that the star diagram here. Okay. And then I will try to draw the equivalent star diagram separately. All of you please have attention towards the procedure. I just make the star diagram inside the delta and then I just prepare a separate star diagram. Now, how the label is given to the delta, with the same way, I will give the label to the star. You cannot change that the sequence of the label also. Otherwise, you may be in a confusion. Get it my point? So this top point is a. So I can write it down. This is a. Then I just move in a anti-clockwise direction. So this point is a B. So I say that this is a point B. And this point is a C. I say that this is a point C. I have not written that B here, otherwise the sequence may change. In which way? Because this is a point A, this is a point B, and this is a point C. Is it right? Now here, let me assume with the same sequence, suppose I consider that this is RA, that we have to calculate. This is RB, and this is RC. Now, it means that if I denoted here, can I denote like that? This is RA, this is RB, and this is RC here. And now, let's we try to calculate the value of RA, RB, RC with our formula. So, when I want to calculate that RA, what the logic you can remember? RA is connected to point A, product of the two resistances, which adjacent sides of the two resistances divided by summation of these three resistances. It means that product of the two resistances, 4 multiplied by 2 divided by sum of the two resistances, it means that sum of that all resistances, it means that 4 plus 3 plus 2, which is equal to 8 divided by say 9. So can you give me that? What is that value of RA?
0.88.
0.88 ohm. Similarly, we will try to calculate that RB. Now RB, see here, which is connected to point B, product of the two branches, this one and this one, which are meeting at a point B, it means that in a bracket I can write 4 multiplied by 3 divided by sum of all resistances, which is nothing but 4 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 12 divided by 9 is equal to
1.3433.
1.34 ohm. Then RC is equal to RC. It's connected to point C. Come here at point C. Product of the two branches which are meeting at a point C. I say that 3 multiplied by 2 divided by sum of all resistances. 3 plus 2, 4 plus 3 plus 2. आता हे फॉर्म्युले लक्षात ठेवताना मी कसे लक्षात ठेवतोय बघा, म्हणताना मी रीड करतोय. तुम्ही सुद्धा ते फॉर्म्युले लिहित असताना या मेथडनं जर तुम्ही रीड करत लिहित गेला तर मला वाटतं कन्फ्युजन होणार नाही. अदरवाइज I observe that number of times the students are confused, is the product or is the summation. मग मुलं काय करतात, न्यूमरेटरला सम करतात, डिनॉमिनेटरला प्रोडक्ट घेतात. अशा प्रकारचं कन्फ्युजन होऊ शकतं. That's why I will remember the formula like that. Product of the two branches meeting at the point divided by sum of all resistances. In this way, if you remember, definitely there will not be any type of a confusion is there. Get it my point? So this is nothing but 6 divided by 9, which is equal to 0
six,
6,
seven.
7.
0.67 ohm. Get it my point? Okay, now this is not a numerical. This is just for your understanding purpose. How we can use the formula to calculate the delta into equivalent star diagram. Write that. Note it down. Now see that the procedure is remain same, only the formulas are different. And another one difference is that now when I want to transform this given star into equivalent delta diagram, then with the dotted line first, I will try to prepare the delta diagram. Now I will try to join B with A. Similarly, A with C. And then I say that B with the C. This is the delta. Now these three, uh, the resistances are replaced and the delta resistances it comes. And then I will try to prepare a separate delta diagram with delta resistances. So here I say that this is the delta diagram. Is it right? Have you noticed that the one difference between the delta to star and star to delta in between these first two steps? When we want to replace delta to star, inside the delta, we are drawing with the dotted line the star diagram. But when we try to replace the star to delta, outside the star, we are trying to prepare that the delta because inside is not possible. This is the major difference. And another thing is that while drawing the separate delta diagram, I have not changed the sequence also. See that this is a point A, this is a point A, this is a point B, this is a point B, and this one is a C. And now let me try to write it down here, RAB. Here I can write it down. This is RBC. Label, you can decide A as per your choice. You can write it down RP, RQ, R like that also, RX, RY, RZ also. No doubt about it. I just decided like this. It's a RAC. And now we have to find out the value of RAB, RBC, and RAC. Now, what is our trick? See that the trick. RAB. In between which 2 points RAB is connected? A and B. Come here at between the point A and B. Sum of the two resistances present in between A and B, which is nothing but 2 plus 4 plus product of these two resistors means 2 into 4 divided by third resistor, which is nothing but 3. That is nothing but 2 plus 4 plus 8 divided by 3. Can you give me that? What is that value of RAB?
8.67.
8.67.
67.
Okay. Now with the same way, let's we try to calculate that RBC. Now this is the RBC. This is RBC. It means that which is connected in between the point B and C. The sum of two resistors present in between the point B and C, which is nothing but 4 plus 3 plus product of these two resistances 4 into 3 divided by sum of the divided by third resistance, which is nothing but 2. So which is equal to 4 plus 3 multiplied plus 4 into 3 is a 12 divided by 2. So it should be 13.
13.
Yes, sir.
And then RCA is equal to, or you can say that RAC. Okay, no problem. RAC. Okay. Which is connected in between the point A and C. So the sum of the two resistances present in between A and C plus product of these two resistances divided by third resistance, which is nothing but 4, which is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 6 divided by 4 is equal to, I think it should be
6.5.
6.5
0.5.
of RAC. Please take a note of these things. Now, all of you, please don't write it down anything. Let me try to explain how to solve this example, and then I will give the sufficient time to write down. Okay, just have a full attention here. Okay, in this diagram, we have to find out the resistance in between the point A and B. Now they have not mentioned that they use the delta to star transformation and star to delta transformation. It is our responsibility, it is our duty. We have to search it. Is it necessary to apply the series and is it necessary to apply the star and delta transformation or not? Let me clear that one thing. If you can apply the simple series and circuit parallel circuit rule and you can solve the circuit, then not necessary to use the star delta transformation concept. But whenever it is not possible to apply the series and parallel circuit rule, that time definitely you have to think on the star delta transformation concept. Is it that clear? म्हणजे जर आपल्याला सर्किट साधं सेरीज आणि पॅरलल सर्किट रूल अप्लाय करून जर सॉल्व्ह होत असेल तर डेफिनेटली डेल्टा स्टार ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशनची गरजच नाहीये तिथं. पण अशा सर्किट्स मध्ये ज्या ठिकाणी आपण सेरीज आणि पॅरलल सर्किटचे रूल अप्लाय करू शकत नाहीये, मग असं कोणतं सर्किट असू शकते? सम रेजिस्टन्सेस आर नायदर इन सेरीज नॉर इन पॅरलल, म्हणजे ते सेरीज मध्ये पण नाहीत आणि पॅरलल मध्ये पण नाही. लेट्स वी ट्राय टू फाइंड आउट. कारण न्यूमेरिकल मध्ये असं कुठेही मेन्शन केलेलं नाहीये की ते डेल्टा स्टार ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन किंवा स्टार डेल्टा ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन सॉल्व्ह करा. दिस इज अवर चॉइस दॅट वी हॅव टू डिसाइड इट. Now first thing is that let's we try to apply the series and parallel circuit rule. If you can apply successfully, not necessary to convert it in, use that the transformation concept. If not, definitely we have to use it. Now if we want to find out the resistance in between that any 2 point, I have already given that hint. If in the circuit diagram we have to find out the resistance in between that any pair of the terminal, assume we are passing a current at one point and we are collecting a current from other point. आता या ठिकाणी आपल्याला ए आणि बी या दोन टर्मिनल मधला रेजिस्टन्स कॅल्क्युलेट करायला सांगितलेला आहे. देन वी कॅन ट्राय टू अज्युम दॅट वी आर पासिंग अ करंट ॲट ए पॉइंट अँड वी आर कलेक्टिंग अ करंट फ्रॉम पॉइंट बी. आता फक्त बघा काय होतंय ते. ज्यावेळेस हा करंट ए पॉइंट मधून 4 ओम मधून फ्लो होईल, तो सी पॉइंट मध्ये आला. सी पॉइंट मध्ये आल्यानंतर काय होतंय हो? It has its two different path. बरोबर आहे? अरे it's a two different path. Suppose I say that some current is divided here and some current is divided here. Let me assume that this is I1 and this is I2. बरोबर आहे? आता हा I1 करंट 8 ओहम मधून फ्लो होऊन तो ई पॉइंट मध्ये येणार आहे. हा I2 करंट 4 ओम मधून फ्लो होऊन तो डी पॉइंट मध्ये येणार आहे. मग आता 6 ओम मधून कोणता करंट फ्लो होईल? ऍक्च्युली हा I1 करंट ई पॉइंट मध्ये आलाय, तो डिवाइड होऊन 6 ओम मधून फ्लो होईल का डी पॉइंट मध्ये आलेला I2 करंट डिवाइड होऊन 6 ओम मधून फ्लो होईल? असं तर होणार नाही की दोन करंट हे 6 ओम मध्ये समोरासमोर येणार आहेत, डॅश होणार आहेत. इट्स नॉट लाईक दॅट. बरोबर आहे? म्हणजे द प्रॉब्लेमॅटिक थिंग इज दॅट हिअर दिस 6 ओम रेजिस्टन्स because here the 6 ohm resistance is not in a series nor in a parallel. बघा तुम्ही अप्लाय करा सिरीज अँड पॅरलल सर्किट 6 ओम कसं कनेक्ट केले कोण सांगू शकते का? गेट इट माय पॉइंट. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी आपण सिरीज अँड पॅरलल सर्किटचे रूल अप्लाय करू शकत नाही. You cannot tell that 4 ohm and that 8 ohm also. You cannot tell this 8 ohm and that this 4 ohm also. It means that this is the circuit diagram where we cannot apply the series and parallel circuit rule. मग हे आपण कधी डिसिजन घेतलाय? पहिल्यांदा सेरीज अँड पॅरलल सर्किटचा रूल अप्लाय करून आपण डिसिजन घेतलाय की आता आपल्याला सेरीज अँड पॅरलल सर्किट रूल अप्लाय करता येत नाही. म्हणजे ही पहिली स्टेप्स आहे आपली. पहिल्यांदा सेरीज अँड पॅरलल सर्किट रूल अप्लाय होतोय की नाही ते चेक करायचं. आता आपण चेक केलंय आपल्याला लक्षात आलं की आता सेरीज अँड पॅरलल सर्किट रूल अप्लाय करता येत नाही. नाउ वी विल थिंक अबाउट डेल्टा टू स्टार और स्टार टू डेल्टा ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन. आता त्याच्यामध्ये पण 2 ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन आहेत, एक तर डेल्टा टू स्टार आणि स्टार टू डेल्टा. मग आता त्यापैकी कोणतं यूज करायचं असा आता दुसरा प्रश्न तुमच्या समोर आला. त्याचे आन्सर असं असेल की इफ यू यूज एनी वन ऑफ द ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन सर्किट मस्ट बी सिम्प्लिफाईड. म्हणजे तुम्ही 2 पैकी कोणतं तरी एक यूज करायचं आहे, डेफिनेटली एकच यूज करायचं आहे, पण त्याच्यामुळं तुमचं सर्किट हे सिम्प्लिफाय झालं पाहिजे, कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होता कामा नाही. आपण सर्किट सिम्प्लिफाय करण्यासाठी त्या टेक्निक शिकलो, डेल्टा टू स्टार आणि स्टार टू डेल्टा. कॉम्प्लिकेटेड करायचं नाही आपल्याला सर्किट. गेट इट माय पॉइंट. नाउ can you give me that? Can I draw this same circuit diagram like this? Let me try to draw little bit differently. All of you please have attention here. These are the point A and B. आणि शेवटपर्यंत हे ए आणि बी पॉइंट राहिले पाहिजेत ना, कारण आपल्याला त्या 2 पॉइंट मधला रेजिस्टन्स काढायचा आहे. आपल्या कुठल्याही प्रोसेस मधून ए आणि बी पॉइंट डिलीट होता कामा नये, कारण आपल्याला प्रश्न सांगितलेला आहे की ए आणि बी पॉइंट मधला रेजिस्टन्स काढायचा. सो नाउ दिस इज 4 ओम, दिस इज 4 ओम, दिस इज 8 ओम, दिस इज 6 ओम, this is 8 ohm, this is 4 ohm, and this is the point C, this is point D, this is E, and here now I will decide another one point. Let me consider that it's point P. ते पॉइंट तिथे दिलेला नाहीये, आपण तो P कन्सिडर करूया. ठीक आहे, आता कारण B कन्सिडर करत नाही किंवा F कन्सिडर करा, नो डाउट. F point. Can I draw the given circuit diagram in this way? Yes or no? Because if you see that this is the connecting wire, no resistance is present, so definitely no resistance means 0 resistance is present. It means that this terminal I can connect it to this one. Here also if you see that there is also no resistance is present. If resistance is present, definitely we cannot do like this. But now this point and this point are nothing but same, and I have drawn this diagram like that. Is it that clear? सगळ्यांना clear झाले का बघा? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Now, if you see that here, due to this 6 ohm is not in series, not in parallel, we cannot apply the series and parallel circuit rule. Now here actually if you see the diagram now, here the 2 triangles are formed. First triangle is CDE and the second one is DEF. Now if you try to replace one of the triangle with a star, if you try to replace one of the triangle with a star, the circuit is simplified. Now, let me try to show you. Suppose I want to replace this CDE triangle with the equivalent star diagram. And now when I want to replace, let me try to draw the dotted line inside here. बरोबर आहे. मग आपल्या कुठल्या 3 ब्रँचेस निघून जाणार आहेत बघा. ही 4 ओमची ब्रँच निघून जाईल, ही 8 ओमची ब्रँच निघून जाईल आणि ही 6 ओमची ब्रँच निघून जाईल. आणि जे काही सर्किट राहिलेलं असेल ते मी इथे ड्रॉ करायचा प्रयत्न करतो. बघा बघा कसं सर्किट ड्रॉ करतो. हा, जस्ट कॉन्सन्ट्रेट. आता ते जे काही डॉटेड लाईन्स असणार आहेत त्या डॉटेड लाईन्स ह्या स्टार डायग्रामना आपण रिप्लेस करणार आहे. दॅट्स वाय वी कॅन ड्रॉ विथ द रेजिस्टन्सेस. And then the remaining diagrams are like this. आता हा 4 ओमचा आहे असाच असेल, हा 8 ओमचा as it is, this 4 ohm as it is. Is it right? Now this is a point D, this is a point E, this is a point C, and these are the new resistances here. I say that R1, R2, R3. Now see, that's how circuit diagram is simple. How this R2 and 8 ohm are connected? How this R2 and 8 ohm are connected?
Series.
Of course series, because this is a common point and this common point is not connected to any another branch. How this R3 and 4 ohm are connected?
Series.
Series. Then how these 2 branches are connected?
Parallel.
And then how this 4 ohm R1 and this total resistance of this circuit is connected?
Series.
बघा, म्हणजे फक्त मी डेल्टाचं स्टार मध्ये कन्व्हर्जन केल्यानंतर तुम्ही सिरीज पॅरलल सर्किटचे रूल अप्लाय करू शकला. म्हणजे सर्किट डायग्राम सिंपल झालं. दिस इज अवर इंटेन्शन हियर. आता मी इथं अप्पर ट्रँगल कन्वर्ट केलाय डेल्टा स्टार मध्ये. जर तुम्हाला वाटत असेल लोअर ट्रँगल पण तुम्ही करा, फक्त दोन्हीपैकी एकच करू शकताय. का तर ट्रँगल ज्यावेळेस रिप्लेस करताय त्यावेळेस तुमच्या 3 साइड निघून जाणार आहेत आणि स्टारच्या 3 साइड्स येणार आहेत. And now we have to find out that value of R1, R2, R3. आता ज्यावेळेस R1, R2, R3 चे व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला मिळतील त्यावेळेस या सर्किट डायग्राम मध्ये ठेवल्यानंतर आपण सिंपली सिरीज अँड पॅरलल सर्किट रूलने ए आणि बी मध्ये रेजिस्टन्स कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकतो. ही झाली आपली टोटल प्रोसेस. बघा मी काय केलं ते. मी पहिल्यांदा या डायग्राम वरून आपल्याला स्टार कुठे आहे ते लक्षात येत नव्हतं, मग मी थोडीशी डायग्राम सिम्प्लिफाईड केली. सिम्प्लिफाईड केल्यानंतर आपल्याला डेल्टा मिळाला. त्या डेल्टा मध्ये मी डॉटेड लाईन स्टार डायग्राम ड्रॉ करून घेतली आणि त्यानंतर मेन सर्किट डायग्राम मध्ये डेल्टाच्या 3 साइड्स रिप्लेस ह्या स्टारच्या 3 साइड्सनं होणार आहे. आणि त्यानंतर मी रिमेनिंग सर्किट डायग्राम ड्रॉ केली. अँड नाव लेट मी ट्राय टू फाइंड आउट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ R1. आता तुम्हाला माहित आहे R1 म्हणजे हा R1 आहे, कुठं कनेक्ट झालेला आहे? पॉइंट सी ला. कम हियर ॲट पॉइंट सी. Product of the 2 branches which are meeting at a point C means, can I say that here 4 into 8 divided by sum of these 3 resistances. So I say that in a bracket 4 plus 6 plus 8 which is equal to 32 divided by 18 is equal to, yes please. Hello.
1.77.
1.77. Okay. Then R2 is equal to, आता R2 नेमका कुठे आहे बघा, हे लक्षात येणं सिक्वेन्स लक्षात येणं गरजेचं आहे. बघा फक्त हे बघा R2 कुठे कनेक्ट झालाय? पॉइंट डी ला कनेक्ट झालाय. कम हियर ॲट पॉइंट डी. प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द 2 ब्रांचेस, कोणत्या 2 ब्रांचेस आहेत तो इथं? 4 multiplied by 6 divided by 4 plus 6 plus 8 which is equal to 24 divided by 18 is equal to
1.34.
1.344. Then R3 is equal to, see that R3 is connected to which point? E point. Come here at point E. Product of the two branches means 8 and 6. So I say that 8 multiplied by 6 divided by summation of these three resistors 4 plus 6 plus 8, which is equal to 48 multiplied by 18, sorry, divided by 18, which is equal to
2.66.
2.66
Six,
number of times. So can I say that 6 7?
7. Yes.
ओके. आता आपण त्या तिन्ही रेजिस्टरची व्हॅल्यू काढलेली आहे. आता मी पुन्हा मेन सर्किट डायग्राम ड्रॉ करतो विथ स्टार डायग्राम. This 4 ohm is as it is, this 8 is as it is, this 4 is as it is, this is point C, this is point D, this is point E. आता या रेजिस्टरच्या व्हॅल्यू लिहिताना सुद्धा आपल्याला अलर्ट राहावं लागणार आहे. आता R1 ची व्हॅल्यू मी कुठं लिहायची हो इथं, तर ही डायग्राम बघायची. R1 C ला कनेक्ट झालेला आहे म्हणजे 1.77 हा इथंच लिहिला गेला पाहिजे. R2 1.34, R2 कुठे कनेक्ट झाला आहे? D पॉइंटला. तर मला इथं लिहिताना सुद्धा हाच, जरा जरी तुम्ही इकडची व्हॅल्यू तिकडे लिहिली तर तुमचं न्यूमेरिकल चुकलं बघा. R3 E ला कनेक्ट झालाय, E च्या इथं आला 2.67. Is it right? And now I can write RS1. आता बघा हे दोन रेजिस्टर्स कसे कनेक्टेड आहेत? सिरीज मध्ये 8 plus 1.34 which is equal to 9.34 RS1. तसंच हे दोन कसे कनेक्टेड आहेत? RS2 is equal to 2.67 plus 4 which is equal to 6.67 ohm. आता हे दोन सिरीज रेजिस्टर कसे कनेक्टेड आहे?
पॅरलल.
आर यू विथ मी? माझ्या बरोबर व्यवस्थित आहेत का बघा, का तुम्ही पाठीमागं पडलाय? तुम्ही लिहिताय काय?
No, sir.
नो सर.
Then why you are not getting that the response quickly? I'm getting the response very late. Okay, so after this definitely we will stop. I will not extend that my lecture is there, but let me try to solve this one numerical here. Now these two resistors are in parallel and we know that how to calculate the total resistance of a parallel circuit, product of the two resistances divided by summation of the two resistances. So I can write 9.34 multiplied by 9.67 divided by summation of these two resistors 9.34 plus 9.67. Can anybody give me that value of RP?
6.67.
6.67.
6.67 ohm.
Answer नाही sir.
Huh?
व्हॅल्यू चुकले सर.
9. Value.
ही व्हॅल्यू चुकली का? 9.34.
RP ची खाली लिहिलेली 9.67 लिहिलेली.
RS2 6.67.
6.67 आहे तिथे.
हा 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 9 लिहिले की हो मी. ओके 6.67. मग आता येते का हे? हे नसेल मग आता. हा आरपी काढा.
3.89. 3.89.
So here I can write 3.89. ओके. आता हा आरपी म्हणजे या 2 पॉइंट मधला रेजिस्टन्स असणार आहे बघा. त्या 2 पॉइंट मध्ये आपण कनेक्ट करू शकतो. मग आता जर मी सिम्प्लिफाईड सर्किट डायग्राम ड्रॉ केली तर ती डायग्राम, गिव्ह मी 1 मिनिट. ती डायग्राम ही अशी असेल बघा. This is point A, this is point B, this is 4, this is 1.77, बघा हा resistance 1.77 and this RP is here 3.89. लक्षात येते का बघा steps. And then I can write resistance in between the point A and B, which is equal to 4 plus 1.77 plus 3.89, which is equal to
9.66.
9.66.
66.
This is the final answer.
7 आहे sir. Only 66. दोनदाच आहे.
दोनदाच आहे का? Right. बघा मी इथं लिहितोय पहिली स्टेप्स, दुसरी स्टेप्स, तिसरी स्टेप्स, चौथी स्टेप्स, पाचवी स्टेप्स, सहावी and this one is a circle. या प्रकारे आपल्याला एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व करायचं आहे. So it's my request, please take note of these things.